Hey, what's up, guys? Scuttle Gaming here, and we're back in my statue world once more. If you guys haven't seen my statues in this world, be sure to go check this out. But continuing on with the rest of them, first up we have Phantom Freddy. This was when I originally used concrete instead of the terracotta to make it look better. But anyway, that still looks a bit nice with the concrete, but it kind of looks like it's messed up a little bit. But this is just what I did for Phantom Freddy. So next up we have Springtrap. This is an easy statue tutorial. Instead of like with Gummy Bear Games using the statue tutorial, this was like you originally used yellow and gold, but I did green and lime terracotta. These statue designs were by RedXPhones _Deadpool_ and Gummy Bear Games. Be sure to go check their channels out, guys. I'll probably leave their names in the description below so you can be able to try to look for their channel. And moving on. Next up, we have Phantom Chica. This is kind of like the original Chica from Five Nights at Freddy's 1 in the statues section over there. But it's like Phantom-ish. It was like really hard to try to get everything right, but I was pretty sure I got it right. And next up, we have Phantom Foxy. See, of course, he's missing part of his arm. I don't know how, but especially it's incomplete without the eye patch. Chica's incomplete without the bib or the beak. And Freddy statues are incomplete without a microphone. And Springtrap is also got a bunny tail, just like Bonnie. But I actually do have a Phantom Bonnie statue in my current statue world right now. But I'm not going to be showing him off yet because he's not in here, and he currently doesn't exist, but he's in the game file, so that's kind of weird. Next up, we have Phantom Golden Freddy. This is sort of like an Easter egg, like when you look over to the side, left side in the FNAF 3 office, you see like a Freddy. So like Golden Freddy there, and I think that's Phantom Golden Freddy, so that's why I decided to build him like this. If you want to know how to be able to build this, be sure to build the normal Golden Freddy and build the Phantom marks over from like the scorch marks over the wither marks and stuff. But be sure to not build over the wither marks, okay, guys, because we'll mess up the statue. So, moving on, next up we have Phantom Balloon Boy, if I can be able to get it over to him. Okay, so here I am at Phantom Balloon Boy. This was kind of one that I screwed up. I was originally going to just do like with the red and the blue hat, red and the blue clothes, but I kind of screwed up, and I kind of went with his original colors. His buttons are fully 3D now, so at least that looks nicer. But I don't know. But this is the Phantom Puppet. Originally it was supposed to be like white instead of like green and lime. But if this doesn't look good to you guys, I could just go away. But this is like the best I can do on the Phantom Puppet. Next up we have Phantom Mangle. This is before Phantom Mangle had the scorch marks on her, and there was only like one black wire. There was originally supposed to be another wire over here, but he kind of forgot to include it in the scorch marks. I mean, like there's the second head, but hold on a second. Where's some gray concrete when you need it? Oh, this is gray concrete. Okay. I was getting a little bit confused. But next up we have the purple guy, another statue. This one is like really easy to build, but I mean like when you're trying to figure out where to put the badge, that's kind of like a little bit tough. I feel like I kind of screwed up on it, but I think I'm okay. This is just a fan-made night guard that I made for Five Nights at Freddy's 3. First I thought it would be pretty good to actually have a night guard statue of my own. If you guys want a statue tutorial of it, maybe I'll do it. But I'm still not sure yet because I don't know, because this is just a fan-made statue. But anyways, continuing on, we are going to be going over to the Five Nights at Freddy's 4 section before heading up to the top and looking at the rest of the animatronics. So, first up we have Nightmare Freddy. This was this statue is pretty easy to build, especially oops, I did not mean to do that, guys. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to break that. I'm so sorry. Okay, so as you guys may know, Freddy statues are incomplete without a mic. This doesn't really have a mic, but I decided to include it anyway because, whoops, why not? Okay, so next up we have Nightmare Bonnie. Sorry guys, I thought it was gonna be the bunny or something. He has the bunny tail, and that is one thing that Bonnie statues are incomplete of. So, continuing, this is I don't know why the heads are so big, because, they have an open mouth and stuff, which is kind of, messed up a little bit. I mean, for Nightmare Chica, I kind of forgot to do the back side of the bib, but, I did it on this time. This is a Nightmare Cupcake that I made a cool design. And I'm still not sure if I was wondering on having this, since the RedXPhones is making a lot more statues and doing a lot better than me on statues, and he's like way over in subscribers than me. He's already got past 100, but you guys can help me get 100 as well. If you have a phone, be sure to turn it up. Turn it up. There's a red subscribe button at the bottom of the video. Click it and make it turn gray. Hit the notification bell to know when I upload a brand new video, and let's keep going. Next up, we have Nightmare Foxy. This one doesn't come with an eye patch either, but I included it just anyways because Foxy statues are incomplete without an eye patch or a hook. I mean, like this one's done. Originally in the statue, the hook was like this, but it kind of looked bad. But if I did that and added that piece, it would look a lot nicer. The mouth is kind of like an overhang, and it almost is touching the crying child statue. So, moving on, Nightmare Fredbear. This is a statue that's pretty nice and easy, but like with all the brown marks and stuff, that's kind of hard. But especially, there's supposed to be a white button down here, but instead, in the original statue tutorial, it's a black one, which is kind of screwed up. I included Nightmare Fredbear with a mic, as well as Nightmare over there. I don't know why I keep doing that, but next up we have Plush Trap. This is just a little plushie. That's nice and easy. If you're building a Bonnie statue, you can just replace building with the, instead of blue and light blue, you could just build it with green and lime terracotta. Be sure to replace the bow tie with a button. And the ears are nice and simple. The eyes are light blue, which is kind of good. But anyways, continuing on. Next up we have is Nightmare, which is kind of hard. It's supposed to have a white button right here, but instead it's a black button. It's like, the buttons become inverted instead of like Nightmare Fredbear having a button. Nightmare having a button on the, instead of like for Nightmare Fredbear, instead of having a white button and a black button, and then the purple bow tie, it's like a black button, a white button, and then a gold bow tie. I don't know why it's gold or yellow or whatever. But anyways. Next up we have the Crying Child. This is another statue used in, this is the character that you play as in Five Nights at Freddy's 4, which is kind of tough. When I was working on Five Nights at Freddy's 4, after I was done, I was working on FNAF World. I only managed to get the 20 statues done, and I thought that was the end of all of them, but it wasn't. So, this is Adventure Freddy and Adventure Toy Freddy. These two pretty much look the same, but they kind of look a little bit different because of their colors and they have their arms out and they have their mic out. Kind of weird. And the Adventure Bonnie, Adventure Toy Bonnie look pretty much the same. There is no statue tutorial on the Adventure Toy Bonnie, which is kind of stupid, but I managed to be able to fix it up. If you guys want to try to build Adventure Toy Bonnie, it's important to instead of using blue and light blue, you use light blue and white. As well as you use the red cheeks right here. And be sure to use the same guitar. So next up we have Adventure Chica and Adventure Toy Chica. They're both, I kind of included the plate with the cupcake to make it look a lot nicer. Kind of looks a little bit different, but it's not that much. Their bibs are finally at 3D effects. Oh yeah, guys, another thing. It's incomplete for Bonnie statues to be without a bunny tail. Anyways, continuing on. These two just look pretty much nice. And here's Adventure Foxy. This one has a hook made out of polished andesite. So it also his legs are a little bit different, and when you see him in FNAF World, it says says back in order, and his eye patch string is kind of a little bit different. But continuing on, next up we have Funtime Foxy, the adventure version. The hook is made out of I think gray concrete or cyan terracotta. Yeah, cyan terracotta. Pretty much has the same trousers as Toy Chica or something. I don't know. But that was yeah. So, moving on, we have Adventure Toy Bonnie, but as he's called in the game, RedXPhones. That's what he's originally called. So next up we have Fredbear and Adventure Fredbear and Adventure Spring Bonnie. These two are pretty much good, and it's really not that perfect unless if you give Fredbear a mic and Spring Bonnie the bunny tail. Of course, it's really incomplete without it. So they just pretty much look nice. It's just like the original ones. Next up we have Mr. Chipper. This one seems like a pretty easy one. The overalls were kind of a little bit tough, but I was able to get them right. Alright, the statue tutorials are nice and easy. So next up we have Adventure Plush Trap and Adventure Nightmare. These are part of like the Five Nights at Freddy's 4 thing. This time Plush Trap gets finally his own statue instead of becoming just a plushie, so it makes him look a lot better, and his eyes are kind of like that, with no pupil or something, or like eye color. Said Nightmare has it, and of course the button is messed up again, which of course I had to replace with quartz and white concrete instead of using black and gray. And of course, Nightmare is incomplete without the mic. Next up, we have Lolbit, which is kind of like an ally, and like sort of like Lolbit is originally a sister location character, but this time this is what, and this is kind of what Lolbit looks like, but there is an updated statue of him. Next up, we have Red Bear. I still don't know if he's actually an ally or if he's an enemy. I mean, like an NPC or an enemy. And especially all Bear Freddy statues or whatever are incomplete without a mic. But next up, we have Tangle. Still don't know if she's an ally or an enemy, NPC or an enemy. Still not come. It's sort of like the broken. It's originally supposed to be built like the Broken Mangle, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be having like a fixed section or something. I don't know. But next up, we have Dee Dee, with a fishing rod. It originally came with a statue tutorial, when I was building it. It was like kind of hard to try to build it with like the wood because I needed it like straight up. That was kind of tough. But now moving on to the bosses, we have Brow Boy, which is like one of the easiest ones to build. But I don't know why Brow Boy was like so big. At first I thought there was like two of them, but that was actually Ball Boy. But Brow Boy seems like he's pretty dark or something. But next up we have Chipper's Revenge. This one seems kind of easy to build, but I mean like he looks pretty tough. I mean, like it looks like pretty much tough animatronic. It's like Mr. Chipper, but using him in different colors. But originally in the statue tutorial, this is what he looks like. But that just looks kind of scary. So I just used like the two teeth. And I built a statue of Scott Cawthon, but I don't know if it's good or not. But let me know in the comments below what you think of the Scott Cawthon statue that I made. So here's the cupcakes that I made of FNAF 1, FNAF 2. Here's the Phantom one, which is kind of nice. This is the Five Nights at Freddy's 4 cupcake. This is supposed to be like the pumpkin cupcake or something, but I don't know. This was like the cupcakes were originally being. Here's a golden one and an endoskeleton one, which is kind of cool. But anyway, guys, I think I'm down to like my last few minutes, so on time. But I'm going to be trying to go back on the remaining statues, but I think I'm just going to try to show you guys the statues of the creators for now. So, RedXPhones, he seems like a nice, easy It was a nice, easy statue. I mean, like the front, the back, the sides. Unfortunately, the back was like with the symbol right here. I didn't know what that was, but I was able to get that in. And at first I thought I wasn't going to be able to try to replicate RedXPhones' skin, but that's actually pretty good to actually try to have him. At least and I'm going to be putting him into my statue creators section. Next up we have _Deadpool_. This is just a simple Deadpool statue, but I used him as _Deadpool_ statue. Instead of like the black marks, I mean like some of the black marks are kind of missing, but I kind of fixed it up. It looks nice. Next up we have Gummy Bear Games skin. I mean like originally it didn't have the ears like this, it just looked like a blank head, but I added them in when I made it look nicer. Next up we have me. Originally, this is what my skin was gonna be, but I added up some modifications and stuff to make it look a lot. I mean, like, cause I'm planning on making a new one whenever I do. But anyway, guys, that's all the time that I have for now. So I guess I'll be seeing you guys in the next episode when I'll be going up Five Nights at Freddy's 2 fixed, Five Nights at Freddy's 3 fixed, Five Nights at Freddy's 4 fixed, and Five Nights at Wario statues. I don't know why I had Five Nights at Wario's in that, but I just really like it. And since that I beat Five Nights at Wario's 1, it's pretty much like a tribute to something. But anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one.